Guys, are you able to hear me? Because I'm not able to hear any one voice. Okay, yeah. Thanks a lot for acknowledging me. So we can wait for a couple of minutes. Okay, let the people join and then we can begin. Mhm. Yep. So now the strength is pretty fine. We are good to go ahead. So let me share my screen first. Mhm. uh Once again, yeah, so guys, just let me know, yesterday class means if people might have faced some issue, or maybe still you want me to explain a list, a pull dictionary. I know I haven't covered to pull set dictionary. I have given brief introduction about list, as well as I have done some sort of example. So yeah, still guys, if you want me to repeat the same, please do let me know, because this is very important topics. These four are the backbone, you can say, for Python. Mhm. So yeah, guys, so let me again give you some brief about this, what exactly last time we have covered. So yeah, so can please everybody can go on mute, because I'm hearing a noise, some sort of noise. Yeah, good, thank you so much. Yeah, so we have four different type of collection data type. So one is list, another one is tuple, another one is set, and then dictionary. Okay, so list we use when we need ordered sequence of homogeneous as well as heterogeneous collections. Okay, and in that case where value can be changed later in the program. Okay, so that is what list is. Now tuple, when we need order sequence of heterogeneous collection. Okay, and whose values need not to be changed later in the program. So here value is not gonna change. Okay, and then give me a moment. And in tuple we have heterogeneous collection. Okay, and if you want to change some values from the tuple, it can't be possible. Okay, in set, same definition almost, but when we need some, we do not need to store duplicates. Suppose we want only one entry for everything, or maybe you can say every distinct entry you can say. So now at that time, what type of data type or what type of thing comes in your mind? So that has to be set, because there is no duplicacy. Okay, now dictionary, as last time, yesterday also, or maybe you can say Friday, on Friday I have talked about dictionary. So when we need key value pairs, so key value pairs, suppose we have some keys as well as values, and we wanted to access some values using what, using key. Just you can correlate this with the dictionary. So suppose you are reading Oxford dictionary, let's say. Now in Oxford dictionary, suppose you wanted to search what you wanted to search, all the words which starts with B. So how are you gonna proceed? So first you will go to the B. Okay, from where exactly the B word starts. Okay, so B is nothing but our key. Okay, and all the values which are here are the values. Guys, please go on mute, please. I am getting a lot of disturbance from you guys. Okay, so please. Yep, thank you so much. Now, so this is what I have covered. Now I started working with list, where I have talked about list is, again, list is collection which is ordered and changeable. Okay, changeable means later in the program you can change. Then I have given you example how you are going to create the list. Okay, how are we going to create list? So here I have mentioned like this. So I have just taken C list, the name of nothing but the list. and then I have given some names. So name should be, either you can give Praveen, either you can give Raj, Kiran, whatever. It depends on you. You have to just write this line, one single line. It is going to create list for you guys. Okay. Now, if you will run this command print C list, then you will come to know like what all elements are present in my list. Okay. Now, suppose you wanted to access some item from the list. So how are we gonna do? So we need to specify the index for which we need to access the element. Okay. So how are you going to access that? So you need to call the list name of the list, which is nothing but C list, as I said. And then suppose you wanted to access a second element. So what is present in the second element? So second element is nothing but the Raj. Okay. Now, suppose instead of this, you don't want to count the each element in the list. You just want to print the last element of from the list. How are we going to do? So last element you can start writing -1. Okay, so if you will write -1 with the list name, then you will get last name from the list. Okay, so this is how we don't need to count, we don't need to remember the count to get to access any further element. Okay, now here I have just created one more list which contains more than 7 names, or you can say like it contains 8 names here. Now, how are we going to access? Suppose I just need few names. Out of all, I just need few names, not single, just few names. You can say like maybe I need Raj, Moni, Manish, Man, and these names I need. So how are we going to access these names? Okay, how are we going to get this name? So for that sake, we use range of indices. So here, first argument is for what? That is for the start in index. Second is nothing but the last index. So I need all the elements which comes in between this. Okay. Now, in between these, you can say I have mentioned 2 to 6. Now from 2 to 6, you can say from here to here. Guys, who actually want your control from me? Yes. Now from 2 to 6. So 2 to 6, suppose 0, he is Prav, Kiran is nothing but 1. From 2 to this many. Okay. So now here I have mentioned the start index is 2, which need to be included. That is 0, 1, 2 means Raj will come. Okay. Now at the end we have mentioned 6. So 6 is not going to include. So 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 is not gonna include. Okay. So this is how we can pass this kind of argument, and in between all the names we want to enter. Okay, we want to get that those names. So this also I have covered, uh, and I have showed you a simple program. Let me share you the same program with you guys. Yes. So yesterday we have done some exercise. So as I was talking about this, so you can see we do have some list with the name of these. We have print, we got these many names into the list. Then again, if we wanted to access seven a second item, then we can just write print, and then we have to pass the 2 as an argument. Okay, we can access the second item. Now if we want to access only first one, the first one is nothing but means it is starting from 0. Okay, then again I have created another list which contains more than 7 names, and then I have printed that names of the list, and then I just wanted to enter 4 elements. Let's say 4 to 8, that means 4. Okay, so 4 is being included from this to here. Okay, so this is how. Now as I said last time, I have showed you all these things. Suppose you want after 4 you want everything. So 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4 is from here. Now 4 onwards, whatever comes, maybe here we have another few more names, then we will get that also. Okay, and in the same manner, if we want to have all the previous element, suppose I have mentioning like 0 to 4. Okay, now from 0 to 4.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, hi. So yeah, so you can see here I just mentioned these many names and I wanted to access only few names from entire list. So I have just passed 4 and 8. So 4 is nothing but the name which starts from index 4, and the name which ends at index 1 before 8, because last this 8 is not being included. So that means we will get 4 to 7, all the elements which are having index from 4 to 8. So now look here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, that means allu, and 4 to 8 we will get. Okay, now if we want to print entire thing like this, okay, we will get all the elements present afterward. So starting with the index 4, which is nothing but this pk, I guess, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, no, allu itself, and then entire. Same manner, if you wanted to give some indices, you know guys, please don't play with this screen, please. Now you can see here we have done this as well in yesterday's class, or you can say on Friday's class or Saturday class. Now I just wanted to print the last element from the list. So last element is nothing but the Prabhas. So I have just mentioned -1 because it will count from here. Okay, it will start counting from the back. Now if you wanted to enter, let's say, Pawan. Okay, so either you can mention from the beginning or either you can mention from the last. So if I wanted to mention it from the last, then I would have to run like this. See, Pawan. So that is how your list works, and you will come to know like how exactly we need to access each elements. Okay, now let me share you the again one more content. um, yes, here we go. Now yesterday somebody has asked, I guess, homogeneous and heterogeneous. I do know, like I have even cleared their doubt as well, but yeah, still, if means people are asking, can you please repeat, sir? So just for the sake of repetition, I just wanted to say, if if the data type of inside elements are same, then we used to call it as a homogeneous. Okay, and if the data type inside is quite different, suppose this is nothing but the integer and this one is what, this one is our string. Okay, now so data type is quite different. Maybe you can place here, you already see I have placed floating values. So all three different types. So now this is why we used to say it as a heterogeneous. So you can, in list you can even mention float, in integer, or maybe string as well. Okay, and it will work. Okay, but in the same manner, if you will write like tuple, so as I mentioned here, it will work only on heterogeneous. Okay, and if we will talk about set, it is not mentioned, that means it is not going to work. Okay, we will see in coming slides, we will see the same. Okay, now suppose you wanted to know the length of your list. So how, you know how much lengthy my list is and how many words are there, let's say you wanted to know about that. then you just need to use len, len, and the name of the list you will come to know. So let's say, let me go back to Jupyter notebook again, and then let me perform this action. So I don't know how many items are present in C list 2. So let me just write the same. So I just need to write here print, and then I need to write len, and then I need to mention the C list 2. You can run this, you will get the output as in 8. That means 8 elements are present in the list 2. And I don't know how many elements are present in my list 1. So let me just clarify here how many elements are there. I guess 3. But still, let me check. Something went wrong. We have just mentioned C list, I guess. Yes. Sorry, my bad. I have just mentioned C list. Yep. So there are 3 elements. If you want to look, just have a look. See, if you will go up, slide a bit. Yes, you can see here. Here, C list having 3 elements. So that is how, this need to know, because this is very important function in list, because sometimes you will get list, and then you need to access all the elements of the list, and then you want to modify some elements from the list, or maybe you wanted to insert few more elements. Then for that sake, you need to know how many elements are already present in the list, so that you will come to know only from this length. Okay, now let us move further. Here we have covered the list. Now let me just give you some more insight in the list. So as we have seen, like, we use this opening and closing bracket for to get index item. So same manner I have just explained you. If somebody has any doubt, means first name I will get it from here, second name I will get it from here, third name I would be getting from here. And suppose in list you do not have more than 3 names. Let's say, let us, for the time being, let us take same example like C list. Okay, C list. Now in C list, if you will see, if you will mention some index which is not present there, then what you are going to get. So let me give you one insight from that. So I do not have more than 3 elements present in the list, so I am going to write here C list wanted to get the index name of what. Let's say we have 3 elements, so let me just write 4 here. Let's see what is going to happen. See, here it is saying list index out of range. That means we do not have that many elements. Okay, so this kind of index error you will get because your index is wrong. Amity? Yeah. So anyway, apart from this, let me again jump to my PPT and let me see what else we need to cover. And yeah, and the same manner, just I have mentioned names -1 means like maybe C list -1 you can mention, C list -2 is you can mention. You will get name from the last, you can say. Okay, so it will access from the last. So whenever you specify -1, then it is going towards negative sign is from the last. Now next, let us go on to the tuple. Now tuple is what? Tuple is a collection which is ordered and unmanageable, sorry, unchangeable. Okay, so unchangeable, when I say, that means you are not going to change it later on the program. That means once you have created, that means that is being created, you cannot modify it. Okay, so that is why it is saying like it is unchangeable. Now I do have same same thing here, how exactly you can create tuple. So you have learned how you are going to create list. Now we are going to learn how we are going to create tuple. Okay, so this is how you just need to change this. Okay, here we have the brackets of round, so we are using round brackets here. In case of list, we haven't used round braces, that was curly braces. Okay, I don't know how many of you have remembered that, but if you haven't remembered, then let me show you the same, so that you can, you do not have any confusion. Now you can see here this bracket, this is not curly, a square bracket, sorry, my bad. Yeah, so square bracket is there. Now here if you will see, we have round bracket. Now maybe means in set or dictionary, in dictionary I guess we will get curly braces, so that is why confusion comes. Anyway, so here what we are saying, this is also a collection which is ordered and unchangeable. Okay, now in the same manner, the way we have performed how to access the list, same way we have to do that in case of tuple. So suppose we wanted to access second index, then we have to write it like a c tuple, and then we have to mention the index same way. Okay, so we are not doing any differences here, we are just changing, you can say, round bracket instead of square bracket. So this is what the tuples you can say. Now for that sake, let me create one tuple. Okay, so let me go back to Jupyter notebook, and then let me create for you guys one tuple. Now here let me create c tuple. Oh, I have already taken it, I have already mentioned with the name sweet tuple in your presentation, so better to create the same. So here I have mentioned c tuple. Now I just need to write print, and then I have to mention c tuple like this. And let's see, means see, even in if you have seen in the list, we have used the same. Yeah, here we go. So look at here, we have used square bracket. Okay, now we are using round bracket here. That's it, that is what the difference is. Now we can run it. It has some invalid syntax. Why? Because this space is present in the PPT and we have just replicated that. So now we won't get any error. Yep. So now you can see the output also comes in this manner. Okay. Same way, it's in round bracket. This one is in round bracket. Okay. Now suppose we wanted to access element, so I can mention it as access element. So I will write here c tuple. I just need to mention here 2, sorry, 2, write it down. So you can see here we are accessing Raj. Raj is what it is present in the second index, because index starts with what, with 0. Yes. Now same way you can do one more thing. Let me print an element from the last. Okay, so I just need to mention here -1. Got my point, guys? Are you following? Are you with me or not? Yes, thank you so much for the acknowledgement. 516541536, thank you so much. Anyway, yes, you can see here we have mentioned like this. Okay, now let me again take one more example with let us create one big list, or sorry, big tuple list, you can say. We are going to use big tuple. Okay, so it is having more than 7-8 fields, so we don't have to worry about issue. uh, make sure we do not have much spaces in between. Okay, otherwise that I have just copied this entire statement from the ppt, my ppt, and then I have just pasted. So in ppt how the version is maintained, and so I have created this. Now I just wanted to print all the elements here, so you just need to write like this. You can see here you have all the names which are present in the tuple. Okay, so this is how exactly it is. And then let's say, means one more time, I wanted to know the set from from here till here. I wanted to access this and these all names. So you just need to mention here print. Okay, so what will you mention? Okay, see tuple. How are we going to write from Raj, for Raj? 0 1 2. Now 2 I want till Julie. Okay, till Julie. Let's say, let me write 7. Are we getting or not? Yes, we are getting. So in this way, even in tuple, you can define your range. Okay. So are we clear so far? I guess I went very slow. Following. Great. Thank you so much. Yes. So that is how actually I wanted to be my session, because I need proper acknowledgement. I need proper help from you guys to know. Now, okay. Can somebody tell me about this? I just wanted to give one exercise for you guys. So just just let me know if anybody can guess is right. Uh, 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 uh. Can somebody give answer for this? Maybe you can take it as an exercise. Yeah, somebody coming up. Okay, somebody has mentioned July. Yes, please go on, guys. Please participate. Think about it. I have already covered it. Okay, but you need to think of what exactly I am asking and what exactly answer you need to give. Okay, so think a bit. You will. I'm pretty much sure you will be able to. So this is a range. That means it will give you a range of the values. Okay, so it doesn't have one single values. Okay, somebody has written from 1 to 2 to 2. Okay, now whoever is written from 1 to, okay, from July to, okay, 563, you are on the correct path. Okay, July to Moni. Okay, -2, -3, -4. Uh, 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 uh. Yeah, I am just waiting for few more participants. Okay, on to Raj, pretty fine, pretty much fine. But yeah, people are guessing right actually. I must say, like, you just missing few things which I have already talked about. But yeah, you are on the right path. Thank you so much, whoever have given attempt. Okay, now let me run this. Guys, do you know why exactly we are getting this? Can anybody tell about this? Why we are getting empty list? Yes. Yes. Why we are getting here like this? Tell me, can somebody tell? Tuple must be in round bracket. Okay. So, okay, you are saying I need to write it like this. Okay. So why we have gotten this? We have also defined here. So you mean to say I need to write here round like this? Like this you want? See, it's an invalid syntax. Few more people can guess why we are getting like this. Yeah, please make attempt, make some attempt. Okay, let me write like this. Do you think we will get anything? No. Okay. And another time, let us write something like this. No. Then think what exactly went wrong and where exactly we went wrong. Guys, are you thinking something or not? Okay. Now, I don't know whether you guys are able to or not. Now, let me run this. See, because the range should be given in, increasing order. Okay. So, -2 to -5 is in decreasing. Okay. So, that is why you were not getting answer. Okay. So just had a thought of it, like how exactly we will get. Okay, suppose you wanted to really print this, then you have to write in which manner? Let me write in this manner. See, so that is why I used to say just apply some mind, and then only you will come to know what exactly went wrong. So whoever was means able to give the answer, those people were right. But the problem is we have to here mention start and index. Okay, we are coming up from the last, but it will not go here like this. Okay, so one element you can access mentioning like this, but if you wanted to get range, so you have to mention first, first element in decreasing order, you can say, or maybe you can say first element or maybe index should be quite less than the second one. Okay, so that is how you can access this. So by the way, thank you so much for you guys for participation. Now let us move on to the next. So let me share you again. Tuple I have covered almost everything. Now let us move on to the set. Okay, I guess we have covered everything, so please. So here I have mentioned even a range of indices by specifying where to start and where to end. Okay, so this is how you can correlate your things. So this is nothing but the starting point, this is where you have to end it. Now set. So please pay attention while talking about definition of the set. So a set is a collection which is unordered and unindexed, and this has always means in the beginning I said set having curly braces. Okay, so there are basically three type of different difference you can say for list in case of tuple, in case of sets. What exactly? We are using round bracket, we are using square bracket, we are using curly braces. Okay, nothing else is going to change apart from that. Okay, but in set, if you wanted to access great, thank you so much for nice music. But guys, strictly I'm saying please go on mute. If you don't want to speak anything or if you do not have any concern, please keep yourself is in mute. Okay, guys, are you able to listen me? Can somebody ping and somebody can tell me whether they are able to hear? Yes. Okay. Okay, great. Anyway, set. As I said, a set is a collection which is unordered and unindexed. Okay, so if you wanted to create list, you have to use the same concept the way we have done for tuple as well as for list. So let me just copy this, and for what I'm saying, to access the element or the item in a set is quite different than the one which we had used in list as well as in tuple. So here we have to go and look into the practical of sets, how exactly we can create the set. So here let me create set. So here we are gonna create set like this. Now it is going to create set, so let me run this. So the set has been created. Now what else we need to do? We just need to know like whether set is being there or not. If it is there, then what all the values are present in the set. We'll do like this. We are getting these many values. Now I wanted to know one of the values. Let's say, means suppose in your mind there is a thing like you wanted to say the sir can be accessed with the same method the way we were accessing list as well as in tuple. So let me write it like this. Let's see whether we are getting what type of error we are getting. So you will easily see. So here it is mentioned set object does not support indexing. Okay, got my point. So that means in set you won't be able to mention any index. Guys, please listen carefully. What I'm saying is in set the object does not support indexing. Okay, if it is not supporting any index, okay, then you have to look into this. Okay, this what, how will you going to access set object or maybe set. So here we are going to use like this. Let's say I'm going to use, I will also cover for loop, how exactly you have to create for loop and how exactly all the loops are getting created, and how we will use those loops for while. Okay, all this if else as well. But for the time being, while we are going through this topic, to know all the elements present in the set, we have to get all the elements. So let me just frame a you know one set, how exactly we will be able to access. So for x in what, for x in set, so set is nothing but c set. So here we can mention, and then we can write print x. Now you will get all the elements present in the set c. Okay, now in the definition, while I was giving you a definition, I have mentioned it is unordered and unindexed. So at that time only you have to know it is unindexed, okay, and it is unordered. Now what I need to do here is I wanted to modify something in set, or maybe something I need to perform. How will you do that? Will you be able to do something like this or not? Can somebody say yes or no? Okay, Just ping me over the chat box if you wanted to perform something. Anyway, let us first cover, apart from that, some other thing as well. In set, what all things we can do. We want to add some element. Okay, so how are we going to do? Let me share this now. For others, if you might have seen, to add any element, what we have done in list, what we have done, we haven't performed any addition. Oh, we have missed that. Anyway, in set, let me first cover here how exactly in set we can add item in a set. In set we have two things. One is add function or method, you can say. Another one is update method. Okay, so I have mentioned strictly here, to add item in a set we use the add method. I don't know why you guys are making unmute yourself. I don't know, because I'm getting a lot of disturbance. CRs, can you please note it down? Who is this guy? I just wanted to take a name out of it. Bhavna and Ravi Kiran, please note this guy. I really want the name. You guys really don't have how to behave in class. You don't know how to behave in front of people like us. Great. Thank you so much for coming up with the name. So Tilak, next time please, I don't see this kind of disturbance from your side. Not only from your side, no, from nobody else. Anyway, yeah. So what we were discussing is, we need to add item in a set. Okay, we need to add item in a set. Okay, then how are we going to do? So we have to perform two things. To add item in a set, we use add method. Okay, now to use add method, we have to write, I have given here one example. We have to write by calling the name of set, then dot, then add, and then we have to mention the name which you wanted to add. Okay, so I have mentioned in an example, you can look into it. Okay, and then suppose you wanted to add multiple items in a list, then how are we going to do? So here we can add like cset.update, and then I have just added Singam and Arjun. Okay, so we need to perform this kind of action right away. So let me share you my this screen. Yep. Now, so we have already created the set. Now I wanted to insert the name, you can say cset dot, what was that, add. I just wanted to add a single item, add item, or you can say I wanted to add somebody's name. Maybe I wanted to add Ravi Kiran name. Okay, so into the set, so I need to write in this manner, Ravi Kiran. Yep. Now we need to see whether Ravi Kiran is being added or not. you can see here Ravi Kiran is there. Okay, so earlier if you must have seen the C set, yeah, here you can see here we have only 3 names. Now after adding Ravi Kiran, you are able to see the Ravi Kiran as well. Okay, now I want to add multiple names here. So I just wanted to write add multiple items. Okay, so add multiple item in a set is so what all things we need to write here. So for this I have already talked about cset dot update. Is that what I said in the while giving lecture? Yes. Now here we need to write all the elements which we need to write here. Okay, now here let's say I just wanted to add Bhavana's name. Bhavna, please apology if your spelling mistake is there in your name. Apart from that, Bhavna, there is Dhruv. I have mentioned Dhruv. Okay, so these names were not there in the set, so I'm gonna create this. I'm gonna add these elements. So let me add these elements. We need to check whether this element has been there or not. Okay, so again I need to perform the same activity for X in C set. Yes, and then we have to print X. Yes, I'll just run this. Now you can see we have Bhavana as well as Dhruv because I have added two different names. Okay, so this is how you need to perform this activity. Now when I was talking about, okay, so here we have any doubt? So let me just ask you guys whether you have any doubt or not. If you have something, then please do let me know. 563. So please don't make noise here. Okay, otherwise I need to speak with your HOD as well as your principal. Okay, so please next time onwards please be careful with this. Okay, either you were unmute yourself always, or if you wanted to speak, then unmute yourself, otherwise you have to keep all the time mute. Okay, now Ajay, thank you so much for giving the name. Yeah, guys, do you have any doubt on set? Because I have covered all the elements or all the operations method which were there in the set. Okay, yes, thank you so much. Now great, now let me move on. And because set is quite large, and I don't know whether you guys are quite aware about how to add items in a list. Okay, so let me take that as well, because somehow I forget to mention the same. Let me move up to where we have created the list. Okay, yes, we have created list here. Yeah, pretty much fine. Okay, so let me just print here the list. Okay, so we have 8 elements here, and if we will see here, we have 3 elements. Yeah, 3 elements. So let me create here few more examples. Now I want to add something on a C list, and I will write like this, or add method is there to add any name. So add any name should be like, okay, so let me add this. Okay, has no attribute dot add. So do you think like what add is able to perform or not? What other thing I would be able to perform, I wanted to add one single element in a list. How are we going to do that? Guys, I want volunteers to speak about this change. I want to add a single item in a list. I wanted to know from you guys how exactly you can perform that. I need participations. Please at least give an attempt. Anybody can give attempt. I'm not going to say anything, please. Sir, we would like to add something to set. We must and should write add or anything else. Guys, I am asking something. Please reply that. I wanted to add some elements or some items in a list.
సార్
How?
సార్ అసలు నేను క్లాస్ కాలేదు సార్. ఈరోజు నా నంబర్ పెట్టి ఎవరో మెసేజ్ చేశారు సార్. నేను ఇప్పుడే సార్ జస్ట్ లాగిన్ అయింది.
Guys, I don't know what he's speaking. Can you please, somebody can
Sir,
reply or maybe
Sir,
somebody
today I
can.
did not attend to the class.
He
So what
telling that
should
he
I
did
do?
not attend today's class, sir. Somebody was logged in with his number.
So what is that my problem?
There, but I did
And
not
whose
attend
class
with
is
them.
that?
Login, sir.
Yeah, so don't worry, you can go to my YouTube videos. Okay, so maybe
No,
today
sir.
I will provide you guys my YouTube videos because there was some issue while uploading. So I have created those videos, so don't worry, I will just upload into that location and then you can go and learn whatever you wanted to learn. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes. So how are we going to do? Do you know anyone? Any attempt actually I wanted. So here we have to use append. Now print length, you will come to know like the length would be 4. See. Okay, and what all things are there present in that list, you can see using this one. So yeah, you can see here this particular thing has been added and this is in order. So that's what in definition I have mentioned. So list is ordered. So whatever elements is going to add, that is going to be
Sir,
appended.
sorry for the
and-
delay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, my number is 563 and I did not attend class today. Sir,
Yes.
my number is 563, sir.
Yeah,
ఇప్పుడు
please,
ఎవరు
sort,
కాదు నాకు
please
నెంబర్
sort out at your end. Please,
కాదు
I'm
సార్,
not
ఇందాక
gonna
నా
sort
నెంబర్ మీద
anything.
ఎవరు లాగిన్
If
అయ్యారంట.
somebody has logged in,
వాళ్ళ
that is
songs
your
పెడితే
problem.
నన్ను
That is not
అడుగుతున్నారు.
at all my problem. Okay, so you can sort out at your end. Please don't disturb in between the class.
డిస్టర్బ్ చేయకు నా క్లాస్ మధ్యలో.
Yes. So in this manner, you can say like you can use append to add in a list. Okay. So same manner, you can perform the same action over the set as well. In set, what we are gonna use? In set, we have to use add or update. Okay. In tuple, we have to use append. Okay. Now, with this, we are good to go ahead and let me cover one more thing in a set. Yes. So even if you wanted to perform, if you wanted to know the length of the complete set, you just need to write the same way, the way you have done for list or for tuple. So same way you have to do. Okay. Now you wanted to remove item from the set, then how are we gonna do that? Okay. So to do that, you can use either remove or you can perform either discard, and same manner you have to do for list as well. So if somebody wanted to do, please do that. Otherwise, let me do at my end. Let me do for you guys. So I wanted to remove some elements. So how I'm going to remove? So I just need to take this set. Okay, here, just here mention remove, and just we have to specify what we have to specify the name which we wanted to remove. So let me share you the screen of Jupyter Notebook, and here I wanted to remove my name, let's say. So I have just mentioned my name here. Let me remove this. Yeah, it got removed. Now I can print and I can see what exactly the values are present here. So for this we need to, you know, write the same thing. Yes, you can see here earlier, before removing anything, our list having, our set was having these many elements or items. Okay, now I have removed PRAV, so you can see we are not able to see PRAV here. Okay, so this is how you can remove. And we have one more thing, which is nothing but the discard. Through that also we can, you know, remove the things. Okay, so now let me perform discard as well. I just wanted to perform discard here. So let me discard with what? Let me discard with Dhruv. Dhruv. Okay. Now let's see whether we will get or not. Yeah, we are pretty much fine. And let me print again the same thing, whether Dhruv is there. So Dhruv is not there. Okay. So you can easily see. So we have performed, you know, a remove of method, as well as we have performed, oops, sorry. Here what I was saying is, instead of remove we can also use discard. My bad, I haven't used discard, I have used remove. So let me use discard as well. Discard.
Sir, we are removing full name, sir. But like that also we can remove any some words in that given names.
No.
Only complete name we have to remove.
Yes, it's an item. Okay,
Okay, sir.
it's a kind of item or element, you can say. Now
Okay, sir.
here I am gonna, because Dhruv is already not there, because I have removed. Now I have only, let me again print the list, print the set. I have only these many names. Okay, now out of this I need to remove something using discard. So I just wanted to remove Raj. Okay, now let me print again. So yeah, Raj is not there. That means you can either use remove function, remove method, or you can use discard method. Okay, apart from this, you have one more thing here, which is called as pop method. So pop method, if I am gonna use this pop method, what is gonna be there for this? So cset dot pop. Okay, let me just call this operation, and then I will show you what exactly it does. I have mentioned pop. Now I will run this. Okay, what output we are getting here? Now let me print the list. What happened? It has removed something, right? So Ravi Kiran has been removed from the list, from the set. Okay, so this is how we have to perform, you know, this kind of operation. Either you can write in this manner, or you can write it like maybe z equal to cset dot pop, and then just print, you have to, you know, print this z. So you will come to know what exactly it is. So suppose now again I will perform this same item. Now you can see we have Kiran, and as well as Bhavna. So let me just perform the same operation again. Let me see what exactly the value we are getting. So we are removing Kiran. Okay, so this is how exactly it works. Okay, now I wanted to delete complete set. How are we going to do? Okay, suppose we have these many elements. Let me again insert, or maybe you can say let me again add few more items. I have done this. Okay, now let me see how many values are present, what all items are present in the set. Let me just check, and then we will do one more operation. So we have Dhruv, Bhavna as well. Okay, now I wanted to delete this complete set. How are we going to do? Delete del, and just you should mention set. Okay, so that's it. This is what you can do. You do now print set. Sorry, you don't need to print like this. You will see here, you have to print in this manner. So it's not defined because you have already deleted. Okay, so for that sake, again you can create. So you have to create from here. I have created. Now you can see here what exactly the value. So Raj, Kiran, Praveen, we have again created set. Now we have learned how we will delete entire set. Now I need to perform one more operation. How we are going to do? So let me see one more operation, and there are so many big list for all operation present in the set, because it's a very important, very crucial topic actually. So set, let me clear this now. What is exactly the clear is? What it will do? I have just run this operation and just wanted to know whether we have set still exist or not. We are getting what? We are getting empty. That means we have nothing. Okay. So this is how there are a couple of, not to say couple of, there are multiple, method are present in the set. So we will learn those as well, maybe tomorrow. With this, I need to close this session, and my sincere request to everyone, please don't misbehave with me, and you need to take this class very seriously. Okay, or if you have any issues which is coming up with you, please come with your problem to your CRs and ask them to ask me. I got to know from many people have pinged me, sir, I need to install Python, I need to install this. So for that sake, what I want from you guys, we will have a separate class for that. Okay, so maybe on Saturday, okay, I will take another 1 hour class for you guys to just install, or maybe to take all the problems which you are facing right away. So because with this, you can say in all the classes I need to cover all the topics. Okay, so if you really want to know, sir, I need to install Python on my system or Anaconda on your system, or maybe if you have so many doubts, or maybe you wanted to clear some clarification, or maybe any subject, or maybe any topic, you can say, not to say subject, but in Python any topics you wanted to discuss, again please come with come up with that and report this to your CRs. CR will be in touch with me, and we will ask HOD sir to arrange a different session for us. Okay, so at that time we will take, and please even 563 roll number, I guess 563 was there, so please don't do next time onwards. Okay, please keep yourself as in mute. It's better if you will be in on mute. If you have any doubt, please come up with that. But yeah, better to ask on a group chat. It would be quite good. Yes, with this we will close today's session. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for participating. Thank you.
Bye, sir. Bye, sir.